In your opinion, what does a high school graduate need to do to be successful in his or her chosen career?
So I think the thing that a high school student should know about being successful in their chosen career is being willing and able to do anything. From cleaning up to helping out with high level stuff. So just being able to do whatever is needed of you.
Looking back, what do you wish you had known or done in high school to prepare for a career?
That's what I wish that I'd have known. I came from a time whenever you got your degree and you're expected to move directly into a high-paying position, and then it was kind of a culture shock whenever you really were expected to do something that you thought was beneath you. So that's what I wish I knew.
What need to do to be successful in his or her chosen career?
A high school graduate needs to, number one, hold themselves accountable. Self-accountability is really important. Second thing is you need to set goals. If you don't set goals for yourself, nobody's going to set them for you. Thus, you can't achieve what you want to achieve.
Looking back, what do you wish you had known or done in high school to prepare for a career?
I wish I had a little more guidance and a little more direction in setting those goals and tying in with the accountability. I wish I was held more accountable for my actions during high school, and then I would have been more prepared for college when I graduated high school.
In your opinion, what does a high school graduate need to do to be successful in his or her chosen career?
So, you need good communication skills. It's important to be able to communicate, and I've seen too often where folks get in there and they can talk to their peers, but you realize in the business world, your peers might be 50 years old. They might be 30, 40 years older than you are. So you need good communication skills. That's paramount. You have to have a passion for what you do. You got to like what you do to go to work. There's an old saying, if you enjoy what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
Looking back, what do you wish you had known or done in high school to prepare for a career?
Well, that's a great question. Leave all options open. When I was younger, I had my mind I was going to go into business management, and I soon realized there was no money into what I was looking for. And I eventually got involved in electronics, computer systems. That was the new technology back when I was younger. The problem was I didn't really prepare myself in high school for it. I didn't realize that I had the brains for it. I thought just smart kids did it, and I didn't see myself as a smart kid. Keep all options open. Communication is critical. You don't know what you're going to get into. Develop as many skills as you can so when the time comes, you have more options available to you. You know what? One more thing here. This is very important to me. God gives us all skills. He gives us all traits, things that we're special with. You may not be the greatest athlete in school. You may not have the best singing voice. You may not be the best looking person in school, but there's something you're very good at. Find out what you're very good at, and you'll make money off of it.
In your opinion, what does a high school graduate need to do to be successful in his or her chosen career?
I think they need to understand what direction that they want to go in, or have an understanding of what they want to do as far as their career is concerned. Obviously, when you're young, you don't necessarily know that, but it's all in the preparation, and the preparation begins in high school. I think the important thing too is know which programs in high school are the strongest programs. Also pick something that you like. So if you don't like it, you're not going to be successful at it.
Looking back, what do you wish you had known or done in high school to prepare for a career?
I wish I had known more of what I wanted to do for my career, because I could have accelerated it and gotten through school and gotten through graduate school in a much quicker time. I had to explore some things after coming out of college and didn't go back into graduate school until I actually realized what I wanted to do.
In your opinion, what does a high school graduate need to do to be successful in his or her chosen career?
Basically, just have excellent communication skills and the drive and ambition to show exactly where they want to be.
Looking back, what do you wish you had known or done in high school to prepare for a career?
Probably more open dialogues, participated in probably a variety of more clubs and organizations.
In your opinion, what does a high school graduate need to do to be successful in his or her chosen career?
They have to set reasonable goals. They have to work hard to obtain those goals. Especially when you first graduate and you're starting out, you just have to be willing to put your nose to the grindstone to some extent. You're not going to have a lot of choices about what exactly you're doing, and you need to understand, and it's certainly okay to ask, what is your purpose there at whatever company you're working for or whatever you're doing, and then do it until you're in a position that, which you will be if you work hard, that you can make decisions about what you're doing.
Looking back, what do you wish you had known or done in high school to prepare for a career?
I suppose I wish I had worked harder at some points in time, but I think you really always need to be curious, and I think there were times when I was not curious enough. I didn't ask enough questions.
Okay. In your opinion, what does a high school graduate need to do to be successful in his or her chosen career?
I think you have to do everything. You have to plan for everything. You have to try to be as versatile as you can be. You have to do a lot of learning on the side. You have to read a lot, educate yourself. Don't just focus on what you think you want to do. Be well-rounded. Just try to cover everything. Try to be versatile.
Looking back, what do you wish you had known or done in high school to prepare for a career?
I wish I would have done anything other than the nothing that I did. I didn't even plan what was going to happen when I rolled out of bed my first day of work. I would have read more. I would have been more in tune to what was going on in the world and in my community. You know, when you get into the business world, you need to know what's going on, and you need to have conversations and communication with your clients or with your customers. So.
In your opinion, what does a high school graduate need to do to be successful in his or her chosen career?
One thing that you definitely want to do is to research the career. A lot of the careers now, you can actually YouTube some of the career choices that you want to do and actually see what it is. Like, you don't want to go and be a marine biologist and live in Northeast Ohio. You want to be a marine biologist and live on the coast, either East Coast or West Coast or the Gulf Coast. You should always research what you want to do and get a passion for it, even in school. You could also join a lot of the trade groups for the career that you're choosing. Say if you're choosing to be a CPA, you can join a CPA's trade group and learn the lingo while you're in high school or shadow.
Looking back, what do you wish you had known or done in high school to prepare for a career?
Paid attention a little bit more in school. I'm a product of the 70s, and if I had to do it all over again, I would have studied a lot more, and I would have investigated my career a lot more and paid attention. I didn't have good study habits in school, in high school, so if you don't have good study habits in high school, you're definitely not going to have them in college.
In your opinion, what does a high school graduate need to be successful in his or her chosen career?
Well, I would tell that high school graduate to try and figure out what you want to do and find ways to test that career. This can be done through classes, internships, shadowing, and work. Try your career before you buy your career. College is very expensive.
Looking back, what do you wish you had known or done in high school to prepare for a career?
I think I would give some of the same answer that I just did before. It is also very important to know how to dress, make a resume, and know how to interview. Be able to articulate your accomplishments, also how those accomplishments can help a future employer. Your goal is in an interview to get an offer and determine on whether or not you want to take that offer to be hired.
In your opinion, what does a high school graduate need to do to be successful in his or her chosen career?
I have 3 things today. I want you to work hard, I want you not to shy away from the difficult tasks, and I want you to know that you're going to have to start at the bottom. You can't start at the top, so you have to start at the bottom.
Looking back, what do you wish you had known or done in high school to prepare for a career?
It's very personal to me, but take the typing class. I didn't take typing, and now you can see I struggle with all of my spreadsheets and my Word documents. Take typing.